how do you get in contact with all these bookings of people that you being on stage? As you say, you go into India, you were in USA and London. How does that happen?
So I think with certainly stage presentations, unless you're creating your own stage talk, then it's a longer lead game. And I think a lot of that comes from visibility. So you've got to be seen. And you've got to tell people that you can do this. You can't just assume people know that you're a speaker or that you've got a framework that can change the way people show up. You've got to tell people. So that's where having a strategy, using your social media, having a PR or a publicist that can help you, getting the opportunity to be in your niche magazines if you're in Bitcoin, or if you're in wellness, be in the wellness magazine so other people can see that, because it all adds credibility, and then that adds value to your personal brand, and then people want to have you. And I think that's the powerful difference between having a personal brand and not having a personal brand, is that people want to work with you because of what they see. People want to hire you because of what they see, not because they need to. There needs to be that emotional connection, and social media is one of the easiest ways to do that. Compound that with media, blogs, podcasts. Daniel Priestley shares this analogy, or I guess you could say a framework, where it's 7-11-4. So people need to be able to spend or binge watch 7 hours of content or of you. 11 11 different interactions on 4 different platforms.
Okay.
So if we've got 7 hours of content, that could be YouTube, that could be Reels, that could be anything, that could be coming to hear you at a talk, that could be a webinar, build up so that people can binge watch on that. 11 different times it could be, hey, we met here. Then we could bump into, I could see you on social media, and then we could bump into each other at an event. And then on the different platforms. And I think it's quite a good way to start to build up that value in what you're offering, so that it's not a, hey, look at me with my car and my house. You want to do it in a more inspiring way.
Yeah.
So that's when people see it and then they reach out to you. So your social media is very much like your shop window.
Yeah.
So people will say to me, one of our packages is that we do is we help our people or clients that have a personal brand or want to develop their personal brand to be a speaker. Because speaking is one of the fastest ways to grow your visibility. 1-to-many versus 1-to-one. So you can share your message with more people. But 2, as soon as you're on that stage, then people see you as an expert because you're sharing knowledge. So that compound with the fact that you're speaking 1-to-many then grows the visibility, but then also grows your credibility. So if you're then talking about these experiences through your social media, people will go, okay, next time I need to hire someone for in-house team training, I saw Kelly on LinkedIn was doing personal branding at HSBC, or she was in Visa, or she was speaking at this, must see what she can come and do in with us. And that's where that starts. But if you're not talking about that, then how do people know?
Exactly. Yeah. But what was the first time you did it? We were on stage, and was it scary?
Yeah, I think the first one, the first kind of ones I remember, even before Harvey Nichols, because that was the first big one that was paid, and with a big brand. But the very first one, I think maybe I was a couple of years in business, and it was at the World Trade Center, and the organizers, I think it was a networking event, so it wasn't paid. They had just said, can you come along and share your experience of setting up a business and what it's been like as a woman, starting your business to now. And I was like, wow, like I felt a little bit of imposter syndrome, because I'd only been in business a couple of years, but sure, a couple of years more than people in the room who maybe wanted to start a business.